One of my biggest complaints with Creative's Super X5 ready products is that, well, it only works with onboard songs. In this day and age of music and movie streaming, it's a real disadvantage. Now, there's this tiny DAC amp that will allow you to get Super X5 with everything, while still providing enough power for your IEMs. That's awesome. Hey guys, we have the Creative Sound Blaster X1 DAC amp with us today, and it's actually a very nice DAC amp for almost every use case. Before we get into the review, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. Let's talk design first. It's a small box, and inside you just get the tiny Sound Blaster X1 stick along with a USB-C to C cable, and that's about it. The Sound Blaster X1 is 6.7 cm long, or pretty much exactly the length of my index finger. It's 1 cm thick and about 1.75 cm wide. That's tiny, like really tiny. Look at my typical DAC amp, the FIO Q3 in comparison. I know which one I'd rather bring out in my pocket. The chassis is made of metal, but it's a really thin shell. Regardless, build quality is fine. You get 4 buttons on the front, a big button that toggles Super X5 on or off, volume buttons, and a play pause button. What people might be a bit miffed about is that this only has a single-ended 3.5 mm out. Personally, I think trade-offs had to be made to keep this small, and a 3.5 mm out is the most common plug after all, so no knocks on Creative here. Inside, Creative has stuffed a AKM AK4377 DAC inside, TI Burr Brown INA 1620 amp, and it can work with Windows PCs, Mac computers, iPads, PlayStation consoles, and even your Nintendo Switch. Very sensitive IEMs have had some issues with being plugged directly into the Switch for a while, and with this, that issue is, well, a non-issue. More than that, this works very well with Android phones, but it refused to work with my iPhone. I tried using the USB-C to Lightning cable that came with my FIO Q3, and yeah, it wouldn't work. I have seen reviews online that said they could get it to work with an iPhone, but yeah, just a heads up for iPhone users, it seems kinda hit or miss. Regardless, Creative doesn't advertise this as being able to play nice with iPhones, so yeah. There's technically no software needed to use this, but I do have the Super X5 app that basically takes scans of your head and ears to kind of customize your Super X5 profile. You can technically just do it once and then it would be saved on board the X1, so that's nice. So let's talk sound. Creative claims these can power headphones up to 600 ohm impedance, and while I don't have any with me to really try it out, I am a little skeptical. If you've tried this with high impedance headphones though, please let me know how it performs. For most IEMs and headphones though, it certainly does give a boost off the bat. I do have to note though that I felt the device actually colored the sound of whichever earphones I tried it with a little more warmth than normal. It's not a very big deal though, and I generally prefer things to be a bit warmer, so that's good for me. But what you might really want is the implementation of Super X5. And I have to say, I'm not a big fan of using Super X5 with music. With movies and games though, it's awesome. Super X5 tends to push the vocals too far back for music, but when you're using it with movies, it opens up the soundstage much wider and it's just an all-round better experience. The Sound Blaster X1 might not be the best DAC amp for audiophiles, and it might not be the cheapest DAC amp around, but it straddles the line between both with some pretty enticing points. It's affordable, for one, at just 99 Singapore dollars or $69.99 US. It's incredibly small and pocketable for two. It gives you the ability to use Super X5 with everything, and it works with so many things. Whether you want to plug it into your PC, your MacBook, your iPad, your PS5, your Nintendo Switch, it all works. It's a great little DAC amp that's affordable and gives plenty of power for most IEMs and headphones out there. Good job, Creative. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Creative Sound Blaster X1. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to us and like this video. Till next one, see you guys!